Hello and welcome to Elecspo. Right, the other week we talked about the failed Newcastle takeover and used a simulation I'd done a few months ago to see what the Magpies looked like in 2024 if the Saudis had bought the club. 4 years in and they spent a ridiculous amount of money for absolutely nothing. They didn't even win a single trophy. However, they did sign some real talent and were slowly climbing up the Premier League. Well, since the takeover saga is still rumbling on, and I said I'd do it in the last video, I've simulated another 4 years into the future and today we're going to look at how Newcastle's Saudi Empire is shaping up in the year 2028. Okay, let's start things off hot. The trophy drought is over. Yes, the wait for silverware on Tyneside is finally over, and just like London buses or Amanda Staveley takeover attempts, once you get one, the rest soon follow. The Magpies won the Europa League in 2025, beating Lyon in the final to end their barren run and qualify for the Champions League. Then in 2026 they beat Chelsea in the League Cup final, then a year later they would win the Europa League 2 by beating Schalke. And in the summer of 2028 Newcastle United would win their second Europa League, beating Man United 4-1 in the final, so they truly have arrived as a force in European football. They're back in the Champions League again, which is a good job as their league position wasn't enough to get them there. While Newcastle have won trophies, they're no closer to winning the Premier League. As we saw last time, they finished 5th in 2024, and since then they came 5th again, 7th, 7th and then 6th in 2028. So they haven't cracked the top 4, but they are winning trophies, which has been enough to keep Marcelino in the job. So things are really on the up for Marcelino and Newcastle. Now let's take a look at how they've done in the all-important transfer market. Right, so as you looked at last time, the 2023-24 season was Newcastle's record spend, £461 million. That's this blue column here, or the turquoise, whatever, this column here. And as you can see, the spending's gone down and down. Slight increase in 2028, but the spending's going down and they're actually bringing money in. Although I imagine that's just selling the players they bought and don't need. But anyway, so we'll move on to the 2024-25 season. Obviously we saw a few of these transfers last time. We saw Dominic Livakovic, but also they signed Alexander Golovin for £64 million. Double that, and then you've got William Saliba, £128 million to try and fix the defence, which might have been an issue, I don't know, but anyway, that is a hell of a lot of money for the French defender. Also got Malcolm from Zenit St Petersburg, and then they just bashed out another 100 million, 107 million on Daniel Malin. Christ above, £405 million spent in the season of 2024-25. But they brought in just shy of 300 million as well. Obviously we've talked about that Fabio Silva transfer, £64 million. Why are Brighton spending that much money on a player? They got 25 million for Asensio, 145 million pounds for Vinicius Jr. He's at Man United now. Is he doing any better? No, barely even playing. They sent him on loan to Leicester. I was about to say poor bloke. Leicester might be nice. I've literally never been. Any other ones there? Freddie Woodman's gone. £2 million, the final current Newcastle United player. It is all over. But we'll move on to the next season, 2025-2026. Christ, God, that seems a long time in the future. But as you can see, the spending is down. They only spent £247 million this season. Pocket change. Big signing, obviously they spent over 100 million on one player, Karamoko Dembele. You know, the little kid who's playing at Celtic, he's pretty good. We'll have a look at him. He's a wanted man currently by Everton because he's unhappy. Why is he unhappy? He's unhappy because he wants a new contract. What's he on? £105,000 a week. I mean, in terms of Newcastle, that's probably actually not that much. We'll have a quick look, see what wages they're putting out. Then we'll come back to the transfers. Contract, wage. Romario Barrow, £425,000 a week alongside Mason Greenwood, the club's most expensive players, sorry, the best paid players. That is a lot of money. Does Karamoko Dembele deserve a new deal? It's not for me to say, really. That's for Marcelino to decide. We'll go about the transfers. Diego Lainez, Mexican guy, don't know his work. 42.5 million. Emil Aldero, 47 million. I hope he's a regen because I've butchered his name. He isn't, he's real. He's a goalkeeper. And he's left, he's at West Brom now. A lot of these players have already left. Mamadou Koulibaly, 24.5 million, and Amadou Sadi. Gonna guess he's gone? No, he's still there, he's a right back. Doesn't play, but he's there, he's doing his bit. Not playing at all, collecting his £41,500 a week. Actually, that's pocket change for the Saudis. And Mamadou Koulibaly, he's at Rennes. Rennes all seem to get quite good on this on Football Manager 2020. Playing in the Champions League. Zinchenko, their key player, maybe they're not that good. Anyway, we'll have a look at the players who've sold. £79 million has came in. Anyone of interest? Ryan Gravenberch, gone for about the same fee that Newcastle paid for him. He's got a PSG now. Oh, they made a profit. Newcastle made a £2 million profit on Ryan Gravenberch, and then City made a £50 million profit. Amanda Staveley, you've been absolutely mugged off there. Anything else of note? Soyuncu went on loan. Richard Ayew. I hope he's not a relation to Jordan and Andre. He's English, I'm going to guess no. He's born in Gateshead. So he's a local lad, but obviously not a brother of Andre or Jordan. So we'll move on to the next season. Things are dialing down a bit. I mean, only 5 players come in. And then the next season, obviously they spent another £100 million. £112 million on Callum Hudson-Odoi. But this is the first season when Newcastle have brought in more money than they spent, other than the first one, but that didn't really count because they didn't spend a thing. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Newcastle's number 6, £325,000 a week. England international, pretty damn good. 13 assists in his first season, 8 in his second. Doing much better than he is in reality. I mean, that is a bit of a ridiculous thing to say considering in reality it's not 2028. What a stupid thing that was to say, James, you idiot. Higo, he's the goalkeeper now, I believe. Young Brazilian. Well, he's a backup goalkeeper. Don't know who the first choice is. Might be that. No, it can't be that Italian bloke. Let's have a quick look at the team. Higo's in there. Eugenie Mur. Another Spaniard. A lot of Spaniards coming in here. Oh, Newcastle got him on a free. Christ, Newcastle haven't... I'm amazed. They could buy anyone they want and they've got a goalkeeper for absolutely nothing. And he's done okay. Just okay. Daniel Bentley, he's a real player. Wow. He's gone already, but he's real. Nothing's ever screamed third choice goalkeeper more. Who else? Not a lot of big money spent here. Obviously Hugo, I mean the rest of them are less than £10 million. We'll have a look at the outgoings because that's where the big money is. Livakovic's gone to Dynamo Kiev. Victor Puerto, I don't remember him, but he's gone. Tom Ferry, sounds a lot like Tom and Jerry, he's gone to Blackburn for £25 million. Adam Eder gone for £9 million. I'm sure they spent nearly £100 million on him. £65 million. He went to Galatasaray first, now he's back at Crystal Palace. He was brilliant at Galatasaray, it's a wonder Newcastle didn't play him. Who else we got that's left? Alexander Golovin, he's gone to Real Madrid. Anthony's gone to Real Madrid for only £37 million, that's not a lot. Diego Lainez, £48 million to Barcelona. And Malcolm's gone to Galatasaray. So £233 million has came into 152 going out. The Saudis are in profit for 12 months. And then we move on to 2027, 2028. £166 million spent and £35 million coming in. Claudius Rodelin from Rennes, £79 million. He looks alright, he's a regen. Who else we got? Mohamed Ihataren. I don't know how to say his name to be honest, but he's there, he's arrived from Bayern Munich, £59 million. Alright first season, 6 goals from out wide. Scott Tate. Is he real? Real or fake? Let's see. He's fake. He's from the Philippines. 20-year-old. Probably the best ever Filipino. Manny Pacquiao's from the Philippines, isn't he? Not that he's a footballer, but anyway. So we'll have a look at the players going out. Soyuncu's gone out on loan again. Bukayo Saka. Gone to Man United for £6.25 million. He arrived for big money in like the first or second season. £59 million in the summer of 2020. Wasn't particularly great in Newcastle shirt, and now he's a Man United man. Their left back number 3. So we'll move on to the most recent season. Obviously this transfer window is still ongoing. £143 million has come into the club, mainly because they sold Alessandro Bastoni to Chelsea for £93 million. Not really sure why they did that because he's been bloody brilliant for Newcastle, but anyway. So far coming in, all they've got is Claudio Pina on a free from Defensor Sporting, who are from Uruguay. So I'm assuming he's going to be one for the future. Otherwise the money's really dried up in Saudi Arabia. He's an 18-year-old goalkeeper. Look very good, to be honest, but never mind. So we'll have a look at the squad just quickly before we wrap up here. Ben Chilwell, he's still not the captain anymore. That is now gone to Eduardo Camavinga, who is 25. 25, doing brilliant in a Newcastle shirt, the number 14 on his back. They've still got Max Aarons. They've still got Mason Greenwood. He's over his little spat that he wanted to leave. Still scoring a lot of goals with the number 9 on his back. A lot better than Joe Linton, who for interest is playing for CSKA Moscow still. He's Russian now, apparently. He's not very good. There we'll have it. Ansu Fati's still on the wing. Is he picked up? He has, he's getting better. That's good to see him. I'm happy for Ansu Fati, I'm sure he's happy as well. Samuel Chukwueze's on the transfer list for a grand total of £15 million, having cost $50 million. To be honest, he's done alright, don't know why they want to sell him. But then again, considering they've got Callum Hudson-Odoi and Hatteran on the bench, it's no wonder they need to get rid of some players. Daniel Malen, have a look at how he's getting on. Doing alright, chipping in with a fair few goals, but £107 million is a lot of money for a man whose best tally's 13. But whatever, Marcelino knows what he's doing. He's the man delivering the trophies. We will leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. What we're going to do is we're going to go another 4 years into the future. Then next week, maybe the week after, we'll bring you an update. See if Newcastle United and the Saudi Empire can win the Premier League. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a like, share it, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. But until next time, we will see you around.